Gargano is a historical and geographical subregion in the province of Foggia, Apulia, southeast Italy, consisting of a wide isolated mountain massif made of highland and several peaks and forming the backbone of the Gargano promontory projecting into the Adriatic Sea. The spur on the Italian boot. The high point is Monte Calvo at 1,065 meters. Most of the upland area, about 1,200 square kilometers, is part of the Gargano National Park, founded in 1991. It is within the Italian province of Foggia. The Gargano Peninsula is partly covered by the remains of an ancient forest, Forsta Umbra, the only remaining part in Italy of the ancient oak and beech forest that once covered much of Central Europe, as well as the Apennine deciduous montane forest biome. The Latin poet Horace spoke of the oaks of Garganus in Ode 2, Ix. Tourism. The coast of Gargano houses numerous beaches and tourist facilities, including resorts such as Vieste, Peschici and Matanata. The two major salt lakes of Lizina and Varano are located in the northern part of the peninsula. Monte Gargano is the site of the oldest shrine in Western Europe dedicated to the Archangel Michael, Monte Sant'Angelo sul Gargano. Other tourist attractions include the cathedral, the episcopal palace, the Abbey of Santa Maria of Ripolta, and the volcanic rocks dating back to the Triassic period, known as black stones, as well as the sanctuary of San Nazario. Annual events: St. Primiano and the Saint Sailing Race on the 15th of May, St. Nazario and the pilgrimage to the sanctuary with the same name on July 28, St. Rocco's Day on 15, 16 and the 17th of August. Gargano Running Week is held in October, the first time in 2014, and includes trail running, sky running, jogging, ultra-distance running and speed running. The 10K and the half marathon are supervised by FIDAL. Gargano Peninsula fossils. Some 12 to 4 million years ago, during the late Miocene to early Pliocene, a highly endemic vertebrate fauna evolved on what was then Gargano Island due to higher sea levels than today. Several of these animals were subject to island gigantism. The fossils are found in partially infilled paleokarst fissures from across Monte Gargano. The Gargano Island fauna is known as Microtia fauna after an endemic rodent genus of the area. Initially named Microtia, this had to be corrected, because the genus name Microtia was already used for butterflies. The surface features of the ancient karst developed in Mesozoic limestone. In these, sediment have accumulated together with the remains of the local fauna, forming thick layers of reddish, massive or crudely stratified silty sandy clays, known as terra rossii. Through the mid-Pliocene, some of these deposits were flooded, probably due to tectonic movement of the Apulian plate. Others were overlaid by other sediments of terrestrial or freshwater origin. In this way a buried, partially reworked paleokarst originated. Later, as the Ice Ages cycle got underway, sea levels sank, and the former island was continentalized. In the cool and semi-arid conditions of the early Pleistocene, a second karstic cycle occurred, producing the Neokarst, which removed part of the Paleokarst fill. Fauna: the Gargano Island endemic mammals included Deinogalorix, 5 species of gymnods, among them the giant D. Koenigswaldi with a skull of c. 20 cm length. Hoplitemerix, some 5 species of pronged deer, with 5 horns and saber-like upper canine teeth. They ranged from tiny to the size of a red deer, and large and small ones apparently occurred at the same time rather than one evolving from the other. Microtia: 3 or more species of murine rodent. The largest species, Magna, had a skull 10 cm long. Paralutra garganensis, an endemic species of otter. Prolagus imperialism P. Aprisenicus, huge endemic pica species P. imperialis, was larger than any other known prolagus. Stertomes, 5 species of dormouse, among them the giant S. laticrestatus, and 4 smaller species. Hatamese, 3 species of giant hamsters, among them the giant H. gargantua. Non-endemic mammals found on the island included Apodemus gorafensis, a field mouse, a prehistoric species of Chrysetus hamster; Megachrysetodon, another hamster. Bird species occurring at Gargano included Apus wetmore a swift, Columba omnisanctorum, one of the oldest pigeon fossils known. It probably was more widespread, and if so, the older name C. pisana would likely apply to it. Garganoides freudentuli and Garganoides murivorus, 2 species of falconide, the former larger than a golden eagle, the latter well-sized, endemic. The smaller species, which likely is the stratigraphically oldest, is closely related to Aquila delphinensis from Largue River, Saint-Aubin, France. According to Peter Bullman in 1973, its closest living relatives are the small eagles. Strix papaster, a true owl, perhaps the same as the widespread Bubos elenensis lam armore, a palea subspecies of the brown fish owl, but this taxon was usually known from later times. Tyto, 2 or 3 species of barn owls. The largest, Gigantea, was up to twice as massive as the living eagle owl Bubo. T. robusta was also large. This species and the former were endemic, but actually seem to have been grown as subspecies. The supposed remains of the smaller T. sanctualbani found at Gargano are now placed in the widespread Tyto balearica, an indeterminate woodpecker.